What's going on, guys? My name is Andrew. Welcome back to a brand new exciting video. If you guys have been keeping up with the daily vlogs, my friend Sam was here for 4 days and I filmed 3 of those 4 days. So now my friend Sam is actually gone. But for today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be trying to teach you guys how to edit videos for Instagram like your favorite Instagram flippers. If you guys are into flipping or trampolines or any of that good stuff, and if you follow people like that on Instagram, you will know that there's sort of a certain style of editing that a lot of flippers use on Instagram. Obviously, this isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. Everyone edits in their own personal style. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys sort of the basic outline that I've seen a lot of flipper editors on Instagram use. All these tips will apply to any editing software you use, but I do personally use Final Cut Pro. Even if you guys don't have Final Cut Pro, you should definitely stick around because the raw forms of these ideas definitely do apply to pretty much any editing software you might use. I am going to be doing my best to show you guys how to, in general, edit like some flippers on Instagram, such as Gavin or Jankulovski or people like that. But keep in mind that you should never completely copy someone's style, but sometimes it's best to mimic other people's styles first so that you can build upon those to create your own style. I know this video is a little bit different from my flipping videos and my vlogs, but I hope you guys still enjoy it. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. The first thing you're going to need to do is get some music. I'm not exactly sure what the copyright policy is for music on Instagram, so I did a quick Google search, but it was all pretty vague. I think you could get away with using copyrighted music, but as a rule of thumb, I personally try to stay away from copyrighted music as much as I can, and instead I try to always use music that I either own the rights to or is just not copyrighted. I know No Copyright Sounds is a great YouTube channel if you want to find non-copyrighted music, and then there's also a channel called Hero Board No Copyright Music that is also very good. I'm just going to choose this song and I'm going to drag it into my timeline in Final Cut Pro. Flipper edits in general rely a lot on the beats and timing of the music they use. A lot of times they try to edit their video clips to almost look like they're in sync with the music. It's a very eye-catching effect, so try not to ever rush your choosing of music. It's a very important step, and it's going to be sort of the base that holds up your videos. Just try to pick a song that sort of fits the style and music and filming of the video. Before we start cutting the clips and synchronizing them with the music, we're going to do a little bit of color correction. Now, there are actually 2 ways to color correct videos. You can either use what is called a LUT, or you can do it manually. I believe most flippers tend to lean more towards just using a LUT, so that's what we're going to be talking about here. LUT stands for lookup table, and what that essentially means is that a LUT is a preset or a filter for your videos. You can drag and drop a LUT onto any video file and it will analyze the color of the pixels in that video and it will change them to a previously determined color. So if someone made a LUT where all of the greens were remapped to be more of an orange color that was less saturated, when you drop that LUT onto your video files, it will make all the greens in your video more orange and less saturated. LUTs are just an easy way of color grading your footage in a professional way. I'll link the LUT pack that I use down in the description below, but I'll also link a couple of free LUTs if you guys want to just try some out. Keep in mind, you do have to get LUTs that actually work with your respective editing software. The LUTs I'm linking down below are just for Final Cut Pro. So I'm just going to choose this LUT and I'm going to drop it onto the files that I want to color grade. We now have music for our edit and we have color graded the footage, so now it's time to sort of bring it to life by synchronizing the clips with the music. There are many different effects and ways people go about synchronizing their music to their clips, and this video would be around 3 hours long or longer if I went through every single different way of synchronizing your videos to the music. So in this video, we're just going to go over 3 of the main effects people use on Instagram. The first is what I call the black screen flash effect. This effect is when you see the screen going black consistently with the music. To do this, you're either going to need a black box PNG from Google, or in my editing software, it has a tab called generators, so I can just grab one of the black custom generators and use that. Now we are going to play the music and find the first place to add a bar. Right there should work pretty well. I'm going to cut this clip at the time of the beat, and I'm going to drag my generator in between that cut. I'm going to shorten the clip just a bit so that it's aligned with the beat, and boom, now we have this nice black flash screen effect. I'm going to go ahead and add a few more of these black screens throughout all of the clips. And there we go. Now we have a nice effect that is in time with the music and helps to add a level of drama, which retains the audience's attention just a little bit more. The next effect we're going to be adding is the time remapping effect. I probably should have done this one before I added the black screens, but it shouldn't be a major problem. Time remapping is when the video is constantly shifting in and out of different speeds of time. You could be in super slow-mo 1 second and then jump into a super fast fast-paced, and then bring it back down to the original speed of the clip. I personally love this effect. It adds so much, so we're definitely going to be using this for our edit. The effect is pretty self-explanatory. Skim through the clip and find a few spots where you want to change the time of the clip. I'm going to choose these 3 spots. Now for the first one, I'm going to slow it all the way down to about 2%. I'm going to blend these frames so it's not super choppy using a built-in plugin for Final Cut Pro called Optical Flow. Optical Flow helps it to just smooth itself out. In the next clip, I'm going to send it to a pretty fast speed, and then for the final clip, I'm just going to slow it down. Now I'm just going to make these shots slower or faster depending on the clip so that they are in line with the music. And now check this out. There we go. There we go. I really like this effect, and you can do it pretty much in any editing software. The last effect we're going to be covering is transitions. Transitions are a little bit overused these days, but if you use them in the proper places, they can really add a lot to your clips. If you are using Final Cut Pro, a really good place to get free transitions is a YouTuber named Ryan Nangle. I'll link his channel down below, but if you aren't in FCPX, you can just use some of the built-in transitions in your software, or you can look around for some free plugins for your specific software. Now I'm just going to go through and find some good places for a transition. So I'm going to use a transition called Time Warp from Ryan Nangle. That looks super cool, but to add to the effect, I'm just going to throw a whoosh sound effect underneath it to make it more immersive for the audience. If you guys are looking for some good whoosh sound effects for your transitions, I'll link a pack down below. That pack is once again from Ryan Nangle. So Ryan Nangle is just the MVP of this YouTube video. Go check him out, he's a really cool guy. But we're getting off topic. This time warp transition looks super cool. I'm gonna go ahead and skim through this edit and find a few more places to add transitions, and boom, there we go. When using transitions, try to never use them for transitioning between 2 shots that are at the exact same angle. I would say that you should pretty much never use a transition between 2 of the same tripod shots. I've seen this happen before. It's the exact same shot, and people will use transitions to go back to the exact same shot. It's more of an effect and less of a transition. Transitions are in and of themselves a transition between one clip to a different clip. They're not supposed to be effect, they're supposed to be a transition. But I think that's pretty much it for this edit, so let's play it through start to finish.
It's delicious.
And there it is, guys. There's the completed edit for this tutorial. If you guys do end up using any of these effects for your Instagram videos, tag me on Instagram at AndrewJMES, and hopefully you'll be able to check it out and maybe check out some of your other posts and maybe even follow you guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you guys didn't enjoy this video for whatever reason, give it a thumbs down because it helps me know I'm doing something wrong. I make tons of different vlogs and challenges and things like that on this channel, so if you guys are interested in any of those things, be sure to check out my channel. But I think that is pretty much it, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.